Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Experience a
Experience.
an experience
A trip.
of Not Your Normal Podcast. Today, we are doing something very interesting, as you can see from the things here. It is the MIT Moral Machine. So, essentially, this was a kind of thing that they made to allow basically an experiment to help train AI cars in different situations. So there's 13 and they each different things happen. So we're going to discuss them and then we're going to see if we're morally good or bad, essentially. So start judging.
Start judging. Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay. So student description. Right. Wait. Let me go.
What?
Okay. Let me just move some things around. I don't know where to.
I already know which one. I already know which one. The one on the left.
Okay. Wait. Let me read through.
No, I already know. They are dead to me.
I don't know where to put this.
Wait, put what?
I'll put it like there. Okay. Can I make it smaller? No. All right. So. So we have a brake failure. We have a brake failure in our car. And you can either swerve to kill two men straight ahead of you or two men crossing the road.
They are dead.
Which one?
Left. Because they are breaking the law. They are, as it says on there, they are flouting the law by crossing on the red signal. You don't cross on a red signal. And you know what it is? They need to learn, and the only way to learn is to die. So they shall die. I didn't even have to think about it. Just look at the picture, and you know. And look. We don't even have to turn. It's less work for the AI driver or whatever. So just go pile straight into them.
I think we should.
If we do the one on the right, then we have to turn and think about it. That's not on. Like, we could hit someone else. Clearly the one on the left.
That's the strangest reason. I think because of the fact that this is a red light while this is green, they're allowed to cross while they aren't.
It is illegal.
And so that is the one.
Mate,
okay.
Here's
the next one. So we have to choose between one girl, one criminal, one elderly man, or one baby, one female executive, and one man. So we have a young child versus a baby, a criminal versus an executive, and an elderly man versus a man. Ooh.
Right. I feel like these are comparative, so it's girl or baby, criminal or female executive. Well, it's clearly, I want to kill the baby, but I want to kill the criminal and elderly man because the elderly man hasn't got much life left. The criminal is already dead because he's a criminal. And then the girl, I'd prefer it to be a baby because, it's lived less. Yeah. So it's had less memory. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
If it's a baby, probably, I don't remember anything from when I was a baby. Would it remember living?
But it does have it has, if you're comparing the baby and the girl, technically the baby has a lot more life in it.
Yeah, but it's not much.
That's the same as when you compare the elderly man to the man. The elderly man, let's say, has only 5 years left, whereas the man may have 30 or 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
And so if you're going on age, then you could be inclined to do one of them rather than the other. And then you've got, for instance, the criminal versus the executive.
Yeah.
Criminals typically don't add anything to society, whereas the female executive would. And so
without criminals, we wouldn't have police. I'm just saying. But all right, do the left one.
I would do this one to kill these ones.
Done. Kill them. Remove thou life.
Oh. So we have one
is that
cat,
a dog and a cat?
And one dog in the car somehow. Versus a baby and a large woman.
The one on the right. It's a large woman?
Well, large in the case of fat, but they can't put fat. So you've got a baby and a fat person, or a fat woman, versus a cat and a dog. So would you rather kill the animal or the human, essentially?
All right, here's how I'm looking at it, right? What if those were my cats and my dogs? I would want them to live. Baby, right, listen, let's think about it. The baby hasn't got much life, right? It probably won't remember its life. It's just going to die. The fat woman, it's got obesity. It's probably going to die anyway, right? Have a short life. Now, let's think about the value cats and dogs have on my own life, or like the owner. I mean, think about it. That cat could be of one family and the dog could be another family. And what if the large woman is a single mum and the baby is obviously, you know, the woman's baby, and that's it? Then who would mourn the death of them? So you know, it's tough. But
I don't think it's that tough.
I want to say cat and dog, but
human life.
I'm kidding. It's human life, 100%. It's 100% human life.
Human life
versus animals.
It's more valuable.
Animals, man. Yeah, but it's a dog and a cat. If that was Luke, if that was Sam and Alfie, what would you do?
Yes, but it's not you're bringing too many different factors in and everything. It's animal. It's an animal versus human life, and
animal rights.
Essentially speaking, humans add more to the world than animals. Okay.
She's a large woman. She takes more than from the. I'm kidding. Just do that to the animals. Kill the animals. Okay,
so we have a female athlete versus.
Okay, I'm not going to comment on this.
This is really trying to push you.
Oh wait! The fat woman isn't abiding the law, so therefore, not fat shaming or doing anything like that.
So you're going strictly by law.
Strictly by the law, because we have to follow the law. Why would we kill the athlete? Firstly, she's an athlete, but secondly, she's abiding by the law.
This is really trying to lead you to say about how.
If it was, I feel like this would be better.
The fit woman is worth more than the fat woman.
No, but Luke, I think this would be better if the fat woman was abiding the law and the athlete wasn't, because then it would be like athlete or fat woman. But because the fat woman isn't abiding by the law, and we're not going to go fat shaming, but like let's be honest, athletes.
So we're going to go with killing the fat woman.
But only because she isn't abiding the law. That's 100% my conclusion.
Very diplomatic. Okay,
what would you say, Luke?
Yeah, I suppose I'd go on the law thing, but this is what I'm asking you as well. Take away the traffic lights. Which one?
Don't do this to me. You know which one. Everyone, nobody wants to say it, but we all need to come to terms with it would be the athlete. Because think about it, she's worked her life. Her life. She gets up in the morning, she's conscious on what she eats, she does healthy stuff. She wants to live a long life. Where the fat woman, on the other hand, or large woman, if we're trying to be politically correct for all the snowflakes out there that are already commenting below, Jack, you're such a fat shamer. I'm like 2 kilos overweight. I try. Shut up, all right? The point is, it's the athlete. We save the athlete because she is conscious of living a long life, whereas a fat woman just shovels down McDonald's until she dies.
Wow. Well, I can take a more sensitive approach and saying that from being fat...
Wait, you're not fat. You got tits, you're not fat.
Not anymore, but
not anymore. Well, hold on. No. I'm kidding.
But shut up. Anyway,
I'm kidding.
From being overweight...
Yeah.
And then kind of, I suppose, not being overweight.
Coming back from that, like working out and stuff like that.
There is a better quality of life that you have.
Yes.
More confidence, more happiness.
You're happier.
Than
the healthier you are, the happier you are. It's a direct correlation. Correlation.
If I was to think, would I rather run over Luke now or like the fat Luke?
It would be you know what I would do? I would do a 360 U-turn and just kill both. I'm kidding. I mean, if those were myself. If that was myself. I'm kidding.
We're really breaking some social boundaries here. Right, so we're going to go with the fat woman because of law.
We're gonna kill the fat woman because of
Because
law.
of the traffic lights.
Because of the law, 100%.
But also because she's fat.
Oh.
No. Right, so we've got one dog, one elderly woman, one female executive, one large woman, versus one dog, one elderly woman, and one female executive. So the only difference here is that we have also a large woman.
Why is it always large woman?
Because they're really trying to push you to
They
be
want
like
us-
fat shaming.
They want us to fat shame.
These are moral dilemmas. Okay.
Hold on, we have to kill. Oh my god, this is so easy. What do you mean? This is easy. You choose the one on the right. Firstly, you kill less people and they're doing something illegal. Done.
That is very true.
That's so easy. Dude, what is this?
There's more numbers here, and
Then again, it's a fat woman, like, just demolish. I'm kidding.
oh my gosh, this is gonna have so many dislikes. This
I'm
video.
kidding. Oh, come on. Oh, come
Okay.
on. Like, seriously.
Oh, here we
That
go.
guy looks like me. That guy looks like me, so
Whoa.
everyone's going to say, do the one like
So
that.
we've gone from
Oh.
fat shaming to now gender. One woman versus one man.
You know what, though? I'm assuming the woman's rich, though, because she's in a car that is driven by AI, so... I don't know. You know what? When you buy an AI car, you should be able to sign something that says, in this situation, I would kill myself.
That's kind of weird, isn't it?
No. It's the one on the left. Because think about it, like, the whole point is just, our aim in a car, in an AI car, is to protect the passenger. In this situation, we would choose to kill the guy because we need to protect the passenger. The other situation is to kill the passenger.
But isn't that interesting that in terms of morality, if you were this woman on your own in the car and there was, say, a group of 5 people, the car would analyze that and decide you should die.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
But then again, like, how much, like, do you pay the privilege of, you know, because you're in the AI car, like, do you almost, like, pay for your own safety? Like, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. But what's
I don't know,
interesting is that, you know, an AI car would look at morality and calculate that, whereas we probably wouldn't. If this actually happened and she was driving and this guy just jumped in the road, she would swerve. She wouldn't just hit him unless it's like...
Oh my god, look. He's flouting the law. He's also doing something illegal. Just kill him. He's illegal.
Okay.
Kill him.
So we're taking a very lawful approach.
Why would we kill the woman? She's done nothing wrong.
I also want to then ask, like with the fat one, take away the traffic lights, man or woman?
Right. Listen, I've said enough about fat people. I don't really want to comment on this. I'm already hated upon the community.
Who gives more to society, men or women?
Statistically, you know, again, I don't know. I'd have to search it up, but I'm assuming the stats would. I don't know.
Well,
like, if we're looking for the
say...
short term, oh my god, if we're looking for the short term, like, because I feel like, you know, with everything going on at the moment, with, like, you know, all this like unequal stuff, for the short term game, we would choose the man because he has more rights or whatever. I'm gonna do that because I don't really want to, like. Right?
Yeah.
The point is, for the short-term gain of society, we would kill the woman. If everything that the feminists say is true, so like, oh, we don't get paid enough, or like stuff like that.
So you're saying that the man would technically give more to society?
Yeah, in the short term. Like, I'm saying, yeah, I guess. In the society that we live in.
But what's also interesting is that, statistically speaking, men die earlier than women. So she would have a longer life.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but a longer life. Yeah, but it's what you do in that life. You could have a short life and be like,
but you could then argue that for the man. You could argue that for the man.
Exactly. It depends on a lot. But does long life, like, think about it. You retire. Everyone retires at what? What's the retirement age? Like 60 or 80 or what is it?
Yeah, but that's the kind of the idea that you apply when you look at a child versus an elderly person. No. They've got 5 years left while they've got 80.
Yeah, but think about it, right? Let's say they're the same age. You say that women live longer, right? Let's say they both retire at 60. Like, hypothetically, the retirement age is 60. Who cares if the woman lives longer? She's going to live a long life retired. That's not much value. But if we do the man, who in the short time he lives gives more value, it's it's still way up the value. Then in the society that we live in, we'll kill the man. I mean, kill the woman.
Interesting. But we are going with the law on this one.
Yeah, we're going with the law, of course, 100%.
All right, Ben Shapiro.
I'm gonna be so hated. Ben Shapiro.
Okay.
Oh my god, look, this is really touching on gender.
See, now this is literally what we were just talking about.
This is direct gender.
A boy, an elderly man, and a fat man versus a girl, an elderly woman, and a fat woman. What do we do?
Man. I think this is like...
Let's get into the meat of this.
Well, no, you tell me what you think, because I kind of talked a lot on the last one. So you tell me what you think.
I think I don't really know. I think that
right, I looked up something, right? I just looked up something. It says a short summary, right? It says all over the world, men tend to earn more than women, right? Apparently.
Yeah. If
right?
you do go by that,
yeah.
Because there's that whole thing, I'm going to get it wrong, but it's like for every dollar that a woman earns, it's like $1.25 or something. And that's very wrong, but that's kind of there's like a gender ratio.
This is really hard to do without the proper facts.
But what I will say is that also that, I mean, if we're going on purely economic terms, obviously men will probably yield a higher economics because not only do women pay less, women also
work less. Can I say that? Because they have to have babies, they have to have maternity leave.
Yes, I was getting onto that, and this is a thing that this is a kind of an argument is that there are choices that women take that men don't, which affect obviously their work and stuff. And also,
I mean, we need a woman in the call to just then we can say.
I know we need to balance it out.
What would you think?
The title of this video is going to be "Two Straight White Males Dictate Who Will Die." I think.
Carry on with what you're saying now.
I think if we purely go off of, not I suppose what. Personally, what I would say, but I think if we go off of the argument about the kind of gender differences, then it would be more beneficial to our society to have the men. Yeah,
and we're not like trying to support the current society. What we're saying is like we're trying to utilize it. How the current society is, we should utilize how. Men tend to earn more, women have to leave work to, give babies, whatever. I mean, I don't believe in that because of what you said. You told me something about men and women actors, how they whatever, something like that, right? I would kill the women.
Yeah, we're going with that. It'd be interesting to see on the results.
Oh, this one's... 2 girls, 1 man, 2 women, 1 elderly man.
2 girls, 1 man, 2 women, and 1 elderly man. Ooh.
I can't. I was about to say go for the left, but we've killed so many women. I was about to go to the right. Go to the right. My bad.
I would have went for the right.
Because there's more years of life.
Well, you've got I mean, these girls are going to become women anyway, and then you've got a man versus an elderly man. So it's almost as if you can kind of cut out the women. And say, well, kind of in a way, these 2 are equal. Oh, that's 2 girls and 2 women are kind of equal.
I guess you could say that.
Because the girls will become women, and they've got their whole life ahead of them and stuff, and but then you've got a man versus an elderly man. So I would say to kill these ones. I would. But
also, you got to look at what would you say the woman the age of these women are? Do you think they've worked a lot? Do you think they're 30?
I would say I would argue that because it has girls women than elderly women, that you'll probably look at I don't know, 10, 40, 30, and 60.
Yeah. So if we're going off of that, then 40, you got to look at the dependent and independent. What is it? the dependent population and stuff like that. How
Yeah.
like these women have already worked 20 years of their life, so we've got 20 years of work out of them, and
Yeah.
we could probably get more work out of the little girls than we can out of the woman, and then obviously you've got the
Also-
elderly man. So
The elderly man is economically dependent, so
there we go. That's what
he's
I was looking for.
he's only sucking money out of the system.
If,
So we
if
should-
anything, yeah, that's correct. If anything, he's sucking money out of of the women there. Do you know what I mean? Like, because of the
Yeah.
women taxes, they probably pay for his lifestyle. So like killing them would just,
So by killing these three, not only do we
nothing would economically change.
get
If anything, that'd
more
be a gain.
economic independence,
Money,
we also okay.
money. Oh,
So we have one girl
one woman,
and one
this
woman
Is so bad.
versus
We need to save the woman.
one elderly man, one baby, 2 female doctors, and 1 cat. So
I
now
mean, like,
this is kind of like okay, but they're not abiding by the law.
yes, and we've gone by the law a lot. Like in the other ones, so we should probably, I don't know.
But the
But
thing
then you've got to look
is,
at the female doctors.
you can that's the thing, because the elderly man, the baby, and the cat, it's kind of
Doesn't really
relevant.
matter.
It's relevant in the fact that there's a lot more people there.
Yeah,
But you have 2 female doctors, which obviously
I
gonna,
mean, yeah,
in the long term, save many lives.
exactly. I mean, the only thing I'm weighing up currently is you've got a woman and a girl versus 2 female doctors. But the only edge I would say the woman and girl have is that they're abiding the law.
Yes.
Other than that, 2 female doctors, they could save a lot more lives than,
That's very true. I think I would definitely go with this one. Kill them 2.
Yeah. Isn't it weird how no one's in the car? It's just
I
an
know.
AI car driving around. If someone just parked their car properly, we wouldn't be having this situation.
Right, we're going with this one, yeah?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
All right.
Kill 'em.
Okay,
Oh.
we have 1 fat woman, 1 female executive, and 1 girl. Versus
Look, this is gender.
1
This is
fat
gender.
man, 1
This is
male
gender.
executive. So this is all gender. This is very
Now
gender.
listen. Okay. Now listen. Remember remember the right side. The guys are obeying the law. The lads.
They are, but this is gender.
Oh, Luke, I can't do this.
I
can't
think
do Oh my god. What do you think?
I think that if we're going off of
What we
economics
said before. Yeah.
purely, then it would have to be goodbye to the women.
Oh, this is terrible. That's absolutely terrible. I mean, I agree with you though. I agree with you.
But then you could argue that because the women are,
Just kill them
this
both.
is going to
Kill all
sound
of
very,
them.
this is actually going to sound really backward.
What? Say it, yes.
I was going to
Just
say,
it.
because the women have the added bonus of being childbearing. And so
What's that
they
meant
could,
to me?
well, that they all have the capacity to birth
Oh,
children.
like, so you're saying like we could
So it's
compensate
like-
for the 3 deaths?
if you, because technically, fat, executive, girl, boy. Ultimately, you could all just kind of cancel it out. But then the edge that the women have, technically, is that they can produce other humans.
And the edge that the men have is that they're economically
So what do you,
in our society. In the short term,
what is
society.
more important?
Take one for the scene.
The
For the greater
economic,
good.
the economic gain, or
What?
the
Oh, we're so
social
stupid.
gain?
I mean, I think we should just kill them all. Like the population is rising, but also we don't need more people. We need to boost our economy. That's actually very capitalist, isn't it?
That is very capitalist.
You know me. I like money.
So on that, we're going for this one
Kill
then.
'em. I mean, like that road is probably blocked off. Like they probably shouldn't be on that road. That's why there's a barricade there. I'm just saying. Just saying.
No, they have to drive into the barricade.
Exactly. They're dead. Oh,
We
man.
have
Oh,
3
my
girls,
God.
1 man, and 1 woman versus 3 elderly women, 1 elderly man, and 1 woman. So the difference here is that there's a bunch of old
Oh.
people.
Yeah, can you see
It's kind
it's
of-
3 young people, 3 old people, 1 man, 1 elderly man, and then
So it's
would the woman
basically-
just cancel out?
Young versus old. I think this is an easy one.
It is,
These-
isn't it? Yeah, it is.
We have
Save,
this one.
save.
Kill these lot. These are no longer
Yeah, but
sufficient
Luke,
for society.
why would you save the youth? Because they're not. But why would you kill the old people? Because they don't give to society, right?
Well, in a capitalist,
Economically
speaking, they don't.
right? But if you kill them, you've got 3 girls there, probably a family, right? You've got 3 girls there who have just in their car, you know, they've got all their toys and stuff. They're in their car looking out the window. Bang! They just hit 4 elderly women. They're going to be traumatized their whole life.
Yeah, but
Are
you're
they
bringing.
really gonna be...
Yeah, but
No. I'm just saying.
yeah, but
will they really be economically ready? Prepared?
That's impossible because you're bringing in so much. Because then you could say, okay, well, what if one of these commits murder? You know, what if one of these led a really bad life?
That's stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
This is to do with this scenario, though.
You just have to look at this
Dead
versus that.
Nah, just kill the old people. Dead.
Okay.
Oh, what's this?
So we have
doctor.
one female doctor, one homeless person, and one dog versus one female doctor, one homeless person. So the only difference here is that there is also a dog.
And there, but no. The homeless and doctor is
and they're
not
crossing
obeying the law. Yeah.
Illegally.
Well, I would illegal get them. You know, run them over. I'll do the one on the right.
Just for the law.
Yeah. I mean, like nothing's going to change. Apart from
the
only thing is because of the law, and we save a dog. I like dogs.
Yeah. All right. Well, last one.
Ooh.
5 homeless people versus 2 men, 2 women, 1 male executive. So this is
we know this one.
Again, essentially saying that, well, this group of people is more inclusive and I can't even impacting to society rather than the 5 homeless people.
Luke, did you see that? I swear I remember seeing a meme. It was a picture of a train advert, and it had a picture of bacteria adverts that eradicates 99% of bacteria. It was eradicates 99% of homeless people or something like that. Or the only way to eradicate poverty is to eradicate poverty.
What?
Kill him.
To this one.
I have decided.
Boom.
Aim of the study is to understand individual judgment. Oh man, that was actually really intense.
That was good fun. Let's do these.
To
what extent do you feel you can trust machines in the future?
That's actually tough.
I'm not sure. Very much or very little.
I mean, I have I don't know. I can't really I feel like I have to trust in machines. I feel like I trust in machines a lot because of what I do and stuff like that. But also because.
But it's about can you trust them, not should you.
Would it?
But it's about can you trust them, not should you. Because me getting into an AI car means I should trust it. But can I sit in a car that has no driver? And even though, potentially speaking, that car is better equipped at driving than a human because it can make calculations instantaneously, there's still going to be a little bit of that's nervous. But I think I think if you go purely on rationale, computers can run a lot faster. So I think it's kind of I
think it's there.
I could say about here. To what extent do you fear that machines will come out of control?
Oh, very much.
Yes.
To
what extent do you believe that your decisions on moral machine will be used?
Well, I mean, I hope not.
Well, hopefully not.
I don't want to be liable for all those deaths.
I feel like we are the authority on what is morality. No, I don't know. That's a very weird question.
Yeah.
Well, they will be because that was the whole thing. So I'm going to go there.
Yeah. How willing are you to... Oh, this is a tough one. I think I would.
Really?
Can I afford it?
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with your answer. Okay. How important was each social factor? So,
Oh, that's
how
easy.
important was social value? Or well, ours was very towards
Yeah.
this. It mattered a lot. Which about saving lives? Yeah, we were
Yeah.
definitely about that.
I think this is adjusted to what we did.
Yeah, this is essentially us. It's just kind of making sure
Ooh.
humans over
Protecting.
pets. Yep. We
Now, this
weren't
is an interesting
really
one.
about
How
that.
do you feel about that? Do you think we should
Well,
adjust
because
that?
this is the thing. This is the thing. Because I had a look at this earlier, and because I was like, well, compared to people versus a car, people in the car are more likely to survive. So you should technically always crash this because they're kind of more likely to survive than getting hit by a car.
Good point. That's a good point.
But the program is who would you kill? So I'm not. Yeah.
This one doesn't really make sense. This one doesn't matter.
No, you said this one in your first question. You said, "What's the point in swerving?"
I did.
Upholding the law.
Yes,
very
that is
much
correct.
so about that.
Fitness people. Yes.
We
Yes.
love the fit people.
Yes.
Age preference, younger. Gender. Okay, we did very well there.
You see that? You see that? For all those people that are commenting down below, delete your comments, right? I'm not. I'm gender neutral.
Oh,
wait,
here we go.
I'm not. I mean, wow, religious views. Very religious.
Okay then.
I was baptized.
Political views. Are you conservative or progressive? I think
Progressive.
we're pretty
Very
progressive.
progressive.
Annual income. Well, I don't get any money.
Yeah, we're poor.
Highest level of education. Well, I suppose I'll put mine.
Go on.
What is your gender? Other.
Male?
I am a male. I am 20. Submit. So these are what we put. This is comparing to everyone else who did this.
This is interesting.
So people saved the doctor the most and killed off the homeless person. So we were fully about saving the majority, whereas people were mostly about that, but sometimes not.
That's weird.
Protecting passengers, we were kind of in the middle, which is pretty much where everyone else was. Upholding the law. Wow, we were really big about upholding the law, but most people not so much. Avoiding intervention, kind of the same. Gender.
See that, people.
People
prefer saving.
People preferred saving females than males. That's interesting.
That's not on.
Species.
Oh, wow.
This means that some people preferred saving pets over animals, animals over humans, and we were a lot more.
Whoa, Luke, go for fitness preference. Look at that.
Wow,
that's really interesting.
That's a very big difference.
That's mostly me, isn't it?
What I can understand, though, is that the questions that we got are part of a really big mix of other questions.
Yeah, fair enough.
Social value. Wow, very big difference, that is. Oh my God. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
But yeah, and so there we go.
Cool. That's really cool. That is very interesting. Cool.
And so yeah, go out, type in MIT morale test, and you can have a go.
Yep. And then comment below your results.
Yeah, so that's it. That was the social experiment that we did. There was a social commentary on today's societies of feminism, gender, and whether homeless people cooperate and should be included along with criminals.
Yep.
Pretty crazy, but
people versus people.
Just remember that when you're in a self-driving car, the morale decisions are being made by me and Jack.
Cool. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone watching, and I hope you have a good coronavirus.
Quarantine. Wait, what? I hope you have a good coronavirus.
I don't know.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.